Hello, welcome to Pike Creek Farm. My name is Renee, and if this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining me. It's been a long day. We've got a lot of things accomplished, and I am sticking to my menu plan, and tonight I am making loose meat sandwiches. And if this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining me. I live in the thumb of Michigan and like to do videos on canning and cooking and vintage recipes and just life at this stage of life. I'm semi-retired and trying to be thrifty but still thrive. So when I mentioned my menu plan, it didn't come out I don't think till Monday because our Wi-Fi was not cooperating. I mentioned that I was going to make loose meat sandwiches and people said they would like to know how to make them. Loose meat sandwiches are kind of like a sloppy joe, but without the tomato base, and there's no peppers in it. It's sometimes called Maid-Rite, M-A-I-D-R-I-T-E. It's an Iowa thing. I always think of loose meat sandwiches from the Roseanne Barr show, the original series, and she opened the restaurant that served loose meat sandwiches. So that's what I am going to make. My husband likes them. He doesn't like everything to have a tomato base, and you know, we were having some other things with tomatoes, so I wanted to have sandwiches, and originally I was thinking sloppy joes, and I went, nope, let's do loose meat. They're very simple, and there's different variations. This is the one that I like, and I'll put it together. I have, it's supposed to be a pound, doesn't look real big, so it might be less than a pound of ground venison. Ground beef is what's usually used, but I usually have venison in the freezer, so I am using that. And let me see if I can bring you over and show you everything. I have an onion chopped, garlic chopped. We need Worcestershire sauce, cider vinegar, yellow mustard, yellow, paprika, some beef broth, pepper, and salt. And we're gonna mix this, brown the meat and the veggies, and then, sorry, that's my oven preheating. We're gonna have onion rings with it. Sorry. Stop it. And then you kind of let it simmer until the broth kind of cooks in or cooks away, and then the seasoning is really good in the meat. And they're really good served with sliced pickles. You can put cheese on them. You can put condiments like mustard and ketchup too. Ketchup I don't see as often, but whatever you like, that's all that matters. I think it'd be a great recipe to make and put in a crock pot and to serve for a group. If you don't like onion, you could use onion powder. Or like my daughter-in-law doesn't like chopped onions like this, but she likes minced onions, like the dried ones, or onion powder. So if I was serving it to them, that's how I would do it. And my son likes onions. So a lot of times when Kyla cooks, she'll make the onion chunks big so she can pick them out. She likes the flavor of onion. It's just a texture thing for her. So I have a frying pan down here with some oil in it because my venison needs some extra fat added, and I will bring it down and we will make this real quick for dinner. Then I will put the onion rings on while this is simmering. Let's get the meat in browning. Open it up. So my husband hasn't got a deer yet. He's been kind of picky. There hasn't been a lot of bucks, but doe season goes on for quite a while, and I don't care if it's just doe. I mean, if he gets a doe, that would be great. If he doesn't, we'll be okay. I'll just shop the sales, but I'm sure he will, and we still have venison in the freezer. And I am gonna add in the garlic. I might have chopped too much onion. It says a whole medium onion, but my husband doesn't like onions too much, but this is cooked down, so he doesn't mind it then. And since this wasn't, I don't think it's a full pound. but it will cook down. I'm gonna add the salt. We need half a teaspoon of salt. And of course, you know, you're gonna taste this and make sure it works for you. If it needs anything extra. Calls for like 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Okay, now it's starting to sizzle. I'll add everything else once this is browned. So I'm just going to cook this down, brown it, get the onions so they're translucent. This weekend is our it's our holiday, our Christmas weekend in our town, and we have a soup cook-off and a lighted parade, and a senior dinner. And the seniors this year are going to have the soup too, but if they don't want to go through the line, we're going to serve them. So I signed up to make a dessert for the seniors. I'm going to make the raspberry cream pie. And then some people dropped out from making the soups, and one of my best friends is who organizes it. So I said, I can make a soup. So I am going to make chicken, you know, white chili. I'm not sure how you word that. I'm going to make a white chili that has chicken in it. Because that's pretty easy to put together, and there was none others. There was other soups, and there was red chili, so I thought the white one would be a good variety. And I'm not going to make it very spicy because you never know what people like. But you want it to have some flavor. First, 1/3 cup of beef broth. You can use bouillon, or you could just use water if you didn't have any bouillon or broth. Okay. Half a teaspoon of paprika. This paprika is not very red. I think I need to get new paprika. 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. More if you like. I'm going to start with the 2. Sometimes with venison I'll add a little bit extra. Two teaspoons of cider vinegar. This might be challenging. 1, 2. So it doesn't have like the sugar, like Sloppy Joe doesn't have as much vinegar. 2 teaspoons of yellow mustard. Stir this all together. And it does not have a sauce as much as Sloppy Joe's. Stir it all together. And we're going to turn this down and just let it simmer and all the flavors mingle. 15 minutes. And give it a taste. That tastes good.
Here it is ready to be served. There is not much liquid anymore. And I'll show you Jim's dinner. He made 2 sandwiches and a nice serving of onion rings. He had worked outside all day and was hungry. Here's mine with my pickles falling off. I put some cheese on mine. He put some barbecue sauce on his. I don't know why.
So that's a loose meat sandwich. They are a little challenging to eat sometimes, but they're good. And I did put cheese on mine. Jim didn't want cheese on his. So I'm gonna go eat. Thank you very much for it, and I'll put the recipe down below. We'll see you next time at Pike Creek Farm.